Okay, I'm just going to take about 10 minutes to show you a few stretches that will be helpful for you if you've been gardening. So just a few Pilates mobility exercises, nothing too strenuous, just to help you loosen up and stretch out. So yeah, all I've got with me here, I've got a picnic rug. I've just got on some loose clothing that's easy to move in, and I've got bare feet. So you don't need anything special, just a little bit of space and 10 minutes of your time. Okay, so we'll start standing up and just want to line everything up. So we've got the toes in line with the knees, in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders. And we'll just start with a little roll forwards and back with the head. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Sorry, that's my lovely dog. Okay, then a roll through the shoulders. So just loosen them up. Then a roll forwards. And then let the arms drop down. Now we really want to stretch out through the spine. So we're going to drop the chin down and then rolling down nice and slowly. So while I'm rolling, I'm pulling my belly button in towards me and coming down towards the toes. So I'm just going to let the arms dangle down in front. Don't worry about how far you can reach forward. It doesn't matter. Just enough for you to feel a stretch up through the back of the legs when you're in that bent over position. So we want to lengthen through the spine and lengthen through the back of the legs. I'm going to roll all the way back up again. Come all the way up, nice and slowly. And again, just go for that roll through the shoulders. Now you can make quite a bit of movement here. And then bring them forwards. And then we're going to roll all the way down again. So drop the arms down, drop the chin down, rolling down. And then bend the knees slightly. We're going to slide forwards onto hands and knees. So I'm just going to turn slightly sideways so you can see where I'm going with this. We're going into a rest position. So I drop back onto my heels and stretch the fingertips forwards. Okay, now try and get the head down quite low. So if you want to, you can rest your head onto your hands just to hold it there. Let the shoulders relax. Or if you're able to, you can maybe open the knees out a little wider and go nice and low to the floor. Really nice for the lower back. Okay, bring the hands back in. Now you don't have to do them as quickly as me. You can spend 20 to 30 seconds in each position. You can repeat them. Just depending on how much time. There's just some ideas for you to be able to stretch out after gardening. Okay, so we've done our roll down and we've done our rest positions. I'm just going to come back over on, I'm going to stay on my knees and just bring one in for the upper back. Just bringing the shoulder blades back in together. So when you've been like digging and you've been like bent over, you want to try and open out through the chest and draw the shoulder blades back in together. So I'm just going to bring the hands up into a U shape and stay nice and stable in the torso, so it helps to be in this position. I'm just going to squeeze the shoulder blades in. So the arms move back as my shoulders squeeze in. So squeezing across the upper back and the arms move back just slightly. Just do that once more. So squeeze across the upper back and relax. So notice that my shoulders didn't lift up, they just stayed put when I was squeezing. So just get that lovely squeeze across the upper back. So we're just adding a shoulder roll again. Now remember, you're all through all sections of your spine, so the upper back, the lower back, and we want to try and hit the thoracic spine as well. So it doesn't have much movement, but we just try and get a little bit in for each of those parts. So to come over into this, into the thoracic spine, we want to stretch through the middle section. So we're going to come onto hands and knees, and we're going to go into a cat stretch. So as you'd imagine, like a cat, but we're going to line ourselves up first, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, drop the chin down and then push up through the spine. So you want to arch up and pull the tailbone under. So really pushing outwards with that midsection of the spine. And then allow that to roll back down and back into your neutral position. So again, you can do that 2 or 3 times. I'm also going to add in a little movement to the side. So you're still in this box position, but we're just, instead of arching up just in a straight line, we're going to just turn to one side. So looking round at one foot, and you just get this lovely stretch along the outside as you're turning. Come back to the centre and turn the other way. So just peeping round at that back foot. You don't have to go too far, just enough to get that little bit of movement, that little bit of stretch. Okay, I'm going to drop back onto my bottom. Take the legs forwards in front. And here we're going to go for just a simple side stretch and a little bit of rotation. If you find it uncomfortable sat in this position, you can always double up your mat or get a small cushion and just pop that in underneath your bottom, which just makes it a little bit more comfortable to be in this upright position. So we're just simply going to take one hand out to the side, just let the other one come up and over, and just stretching. Again, you're getting this lovely long stretch up through the side in this supported position. And release. We'll just switch over to the other side. Excellent. And release. So we just want to add in a little bit of rotation. We'll bring the hands up so the fingertips are resting on the elbows. And again, remember the shoulders stay low, so try not to let them rise up towards the ears. So keeping the chin lifted, and we'll just go for a rotation round. And you can feel that whole sort of twist through that midsection of the body. Come back to the centre and the other way. And back to the centre. Okay, open the arms out. Now we're going to come down onto our backs. So I want you to be able to see me. So I'll just go right to the edge of my mat. We're going to lower down and bring the knees into a knee hug. So into a knee hug. Lower the head down. We're just going to take a little roll from side to side. So the lower back is pressing down into the floor at the moment. And hold it there. I'm going to keep one knee hugged in. Just going to look so I can make sure that you can actually see me. I'm going to keep one knee hugged in, and I'm going to really lengthen away with the other leg. Okay. So I'm just going to pull this knee in, stretch away with that other leg. And release. We're just going to switch over. So bring in the other knee in. Hug the knee in towards you and stretch away with the other leg. So we just want to get this nice long stretch around the back of the thigh and up into the buttocks, and that little stretch through the lower back. And release. Okay, now bring your knees into the bent position. I'm going to move back slightly so you can see what my legs are doing. So knees are in the bent position. And I'm going to bring the right foot and rest it onto the left knee. Okay. So from here, I'm going to lift that left foot, pushing the right leg back in towards the body. So you're going to get lovely stretch down through the back of the thigh and into your glutes. I've just got my arms resting out to the sides. And release. Now, any of these you can hold for sort of 20 to 30 seconds. Switch over. So take the other foot onto the knee and lift up. Excellent. So just lifting and pushing back with the opposite leg, just enough to get that stretch down through the back of the thigh and into the buttock. And release. Just going to bring the knees in together and go in for a little circular movement. So we're just circling round and back the other way. And hold it there. So we just want to get a little bit of movement, a little bit of work in the hip. Just want to take the feet back down into this bent knee position. Just raise one leg. You can hold onto the knee, and we'll just go for a little circular movement. It's not too big. We just want to stir the thigh into the hip joint and back the other way. Try and keep nice and stable, so still squeezing in with the abdominals and pelvic floor. And switch over, so we'll bring the other knee up. Use your hand to guide the knee, so we're just going into this circular movement, but staying nice and stable, so you're not rocking from side to side. Back the other way. Just a few in each direction. And hold it there. Once again, pull the knees in, and we're just going to roll up into a little ball. So we're going to raise the head so that the nose comes up towards the knee. Just squeezing up into a little ball. Okay, and release. So I'm just going to come down a little bit further so you can see my arms are out to the side. I'm going to bring my heels in nice and close towards my bottom. So I want to keep the shoulders down. Try not to let them lift. I'm going to go this way on. Oh, that's a little bit better. And we'll go side to side. So the knees are going over to one side. Let the head roll the other way. And then switch. So we bring the knees back up and over. And switch sides with the head and knees. Now you can, if you want here, lift the feet just a little bit higher. Keep the knees pressed together. But as long as we keep the shoulders down on the floor. So we're just working to keep the upper body still. And just get that mobility through the lower back as we move the legs side to side. Lovely. And back into the centre. Okay, we'll take the feet down to the floor and then turn the palms face up. So we'll just get a lift up here, bring the hands in together, and now open out to the side. So stretching through the upper body as you open out. And again, just twice more. Together and open. Together and open. Okay, pulling the knees in towards you. That's a very noisy bird. You can either come over onto your side and lift up onto your side, or you can keep the knees tucked in and roll yourself up into seated. Oh, hello. Okay, so back up into seated. Always have a little roll through the shoulders and a lift up. And thank you very much. I hope they help you with your movement and mobility after you've done a day's gardening. Enjoy them.